Hey there, welcome to our lesson today. This is lesson 1 in the last chapter of our book, Classifying Triangles. This is page 460, so open your books and get ready. In our lesson today, we're gonna classify triangles according to their angles and to classify triangles according to their sides. There are some new words that we're gonna learn today. Of course, you know the acute angle, obtuse angle, and right angle. We're gonna learn today isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, and scalene triangle. Well, to classify triangles by their angles, simply just revise with me types of angles. This type is called right angle, this angle is called obtuse angle, and this angle is called an acute angle. Then by just drawing a line here to the acute angle, you're gonna have an acute triangle. And by just drawing a line, the third line for the obtuse angle, you're gonna have an obtuse triangle. And finally, by drawing a line here, you're gonna find a right triangle. Well, there's a trick here to know the triangle type. This trick is that let me move this a little bit here. Yeah. What is the tip or what is the trick that you have to know in this lesson? Well, to sort the triangles by their angles, you have to know that all the angles of the triangle are acute except one is different. Look at this one. This is acute, and this is right. So we will call it a right triangle. This one is acute, this one is obtuse, and this one is also acute. Acute and acute, well, never mind, since I have the obtuse angle, so I'm gonna call it obtuse angle. Finally, I have acute, and the third one is acute, so it is called an acute angle. So remember that two angles, at least in the triangle, are acute angles. One of them is different or can be different. In here, they are all acute, so we call it an acute angle. This is how to classify triangles by their angles. How are we going to classify triangles by their sides? Well, some triangles has equal sides. These triangles are called equilateral triangles, and we put this sign here or the symbol to show that this equals to this equals to this side. So remember, the word equilateral is taken from the word equal, which means that all the sides of the triangle are equal. Well, the second type of triangles is a triangle that's called isosceles triangle, which has two equal sides. We call, instead of equal, we say congruent. So an isosceles triangle has two sides congruent, and the third one is not the same. So look here, we just put a line and a same one here, and two lines here to show you or to tell you that this angle, this side doesn't measure as same as those two are. Finally, I have a triangle that has no sides congruent. This one is different than this one, is different than that one. So this triangle or this type of triangle is called scalene triangle. Means that the sides of the triangle are different. The measurement of the sides of the triangle are different. Well, let's go down here to apply this in our lesson. Before I have to tell you that listen to this song here, it will tell you more about the types of triangles. Just open the presentation on Coursera, then you're gonna find it. Step by step, classify each of these triangles. Well, to classify these triangles, here I have a triangle with two equal sides. Two equal sides, 2, 2, and 1.5. So we call this one isosceles. As you can see here, two sides are the same. We call it isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Also, this triangle has all acute angles, so we call it acute triangle. Okay, let's go to the next one here. Well, all of the sides are equal, as you can say, so what do we call it? Yes, we call it equilateral. Equilateral triangle. And we also call it acute triangle. And in this triangle here, we call it, yes, here we go. As you can see, this triangle, one of them is 3, 3.5, and 4, so they are not the same. So we call it scalene triangle, and it's also an acute triangle. Classify each of the following according to the side length and according to the angle measurement. Well, simply you will say by sides 1, by sides. Let's classify them by sides. I have here 8, 4, 4, so we call it isosceles triangle. And we call this triangle, yes, I have 8, 8, 8, equilateral. And finally, this angle here is 4, 4, 5.5. It's also called isosceles. Well, to classify them by angles, here this angle is 160, obtuse, acute, acute. One of them is obtuse, so it is called an obtuse angle. And this one here, acute, acute, acute. All of them are acute, so it is an acute triangle. And this one here is acute, acute. This one is right, so we call it a right triangle. Okay, so moving to the next page. Here, this question states that you have to classify the angles by sides and angles. And remember here, they didn't write for you the measurement, but they gave you a sign here that this equals this equals this. So all of them are equal, so they are equilateral. This one equals this one only, so it's called an isosceles triangle. Look at the angles, you will find that here we have an obtuse angle, so it's an obtuse triangle. Here the angles are acute angles, and the angle here is a right angle, so the triangle is a right triangle. Question C, complete the table in order to classify the triangles by sides and angles. Well, which of these is equilateral? Yes, we have A. What else? Is B equilateral? No. Well, C doesn't appear very well, but it seems to be a right triangle. Is this equilateral? No. Is this equilateral? No. So only A is equilateral. What about isosceles? Isosceles means that two sides only are equal. Well, it appears for me here. Let me check the book because the picture isn't clear here. So give me just a second to make sure whether there is more or not. Yes, here we go. So I found that also C is an isosceles triangle. Well, scalene triangles means that the sides are not equal. So we have B and A. Let's classify the triangles now by the sides, by the angles, sorry. So the right triangles are B and C. The acute triangles are A and D. And the obtuse triangles, I have only one, which is E. That's it. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Here it says that Tamil noticed that the ballrock for a game table is shaped like a triangle with all equal sides and angles. Name the type of angle. Well, an angle with all equal sides and all equal angle is called an equilateral triangle. So right here that it is an equilateral triangle. Okay. Now finally here, go to the vocabulary check. Okay. Complete each statement. A triangle that has two sides that are equal in length. Sides are equal in length. Yes, isosceles. A triangle that has three sides that are equal. Excellent, equilateral. And finally, a triangle that has no sides that are equal is called scalene. Well, that was all for today's lesson. Thank you for watching.